Counting rows is very important in a project. In this example, we have stockinette stitch. You can see in two different color yarn. So the blue yarn is your cast on and the yellow are just regular rows. So here you can see these diagonal lines going up. So your first diagonal line is part of your cast on, so we don't count it. And then you count all lines after that going up, including the one on the needle. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. And we don't count the cast on. So 8 rows here. Another way would be to count from the side. So you see these little knobs. So every knob would be equivalent to 2 rows. So if you count the knobs, you would go 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. So your next row here would be row number 9. And make sure that your tail end is on the left side of your project, because that's how your cast on went, and your rows are going back and forth. So let's knit one row, just using regular knit stitch. So this is the back side of the stockinette stitch. There's another way to count your rows. So here it's pretty clear. The blue is your cast on, and the first horizontal yellow line is your first stitch. So you can just keep counting those horizontal bars all the way to the top. And you will have, and the number that you get is the number of rows. Here we have an example of a garter stitch. This is how you count rows on the garter. Again, blue is your cast on. So you did the cast on, and then you knitted back and forth. So you can see, and that's how you count the rows. So each line is a row, and in between is also a row. Again, you can count the sides, 2, 4, 6, 8. So no matter which way you count, you should always have, in this example, 8 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then your last one would be the row on the needle, 8. Or you can count these horizontal bars all the way up, and here you will also have 8. Let's knit one row. So now you should have 9. We had 8 plus we knitted 1, 9. And there we have it, 9 rows of stockinette stitch and 9 rows of garter stitch. You will notice that stockinette, it takes more space than garter. So garter rows are shorter than stockinette rows because it's a different stitch. So if you put those little knobs one next to each other, you can clearly see that it's the same number of rows, yet one swatch takes more space than the other.